Hey guys, welcome to Piano Rogues. I'm Aire.
And I'm Alair.
Today we are talking about
weird stereotypes of classical pianists.
So the oldest one that I can think of is the tailcoat.
Right. You sit down and very dramatically flip the tails of your tailcoat out of the way so you don't sit on them.
Which is hard to do if you have a dress.
Yeah. No one wants to really see that on the stage, I don't think. It's not that kind of show. So I guess that's mostly a male stereotype. One of the ones that I can think of is the pianist who spends way too much time adjusting their bench. Up, no down, no forward, no back. It's got to be just right.
Bench prima donna.
Mm-hmm. You want to have just enough of your body above the keyboard that you can get enough weight into it to make good fortes and good tone. You also don't want to be too low because that will do weird things to your hands when you play. You also need it to be the right distance. You don't want it too close because that'll crunch you up and make you awkward, and then you don't want to be reaching for it because that's going to mess with your ability to play too. But sometimes it just seems like they take way too long to get to where they need to be.
One of the ones that most people notice, but are usually too polite to say anything about.
Where are you going with this?
It's the sway.
Okay, that's fair. However, I will point out that really difficult classical piano music often requires a certain amount of body motion in order to play it well. So, well, not that much. There is a level at which you have to move, but some pianists tend to overdo it just to be showy. Those are the ones that are ridiculous. The one that gets me, though, is the overly emphasized bouncy pianist. You know what I'm talking about? Pianists who bounce up off the bench when they play big chords. They apparently do that as a way to get a bigger forte out of the piano, but I don't know that it's strictly necessary to completely have liftoff when we're playing forte.
I have noticed male and female tend to have longer hair.
Are you saying that all pianists have long hair?
And tend to leave it hang in front of their face while they play. I don't think that would be useful because then your hair is blocking your view.
Yeah, you would think. They seem to do okay, though. Yeah? What?
The perfectionist.
What about it?
It's never good enough.
I feel called out. Why are you staring at me?
Why does the perfectionist?
Okay, so musicians, particularly classical musicians, rather than just doing things by the seat of their pants, like to have things planned. They try to do it, rehearse it exactly the same way every time, so that it will always come out sounding good when they perform it. So they'll play it hundreds of times in a row trying to get it to come out right, and they'll make lots and lots of mistakes. To a certain degree, all professional classical musicians are perfectionists. It's just
to a certain degree.
Yeah, okay, all of us. We're all perfectionists. What about the pianists that like to bob their heads in time with the rhythm and keep beat?
I think one of the things that we try to work against with our channel is the overly prim, proper view of classical pianists and piano, that you must be perfect and very serious and very prim.
Well, there is something to be said about having good posture at the piano. We don't want to be slouchy, but there are the ones that sit way too straight-backed.
We have this option, and we have this.
Yeah, so, okay, we need a happy medium, right? So there are some pianists that, when they're playing the piano, performing, they will make random noises as they play. You know, like little sounds of frustration or little sighs of what?
Sounds of frustration.
I feel called out.
You should come to stream and ask for the Gur Sonata.
There is no such thing. She's telling stories. There are some pianists who seem to get so involved in the music that they're making that they don't even realize that they're actually vocalizing or singing along with it. One of the things that a pianist is supposed to do is make sure that everything they're doing is to bring the music to life. And yes, part of it is going to be a show because they're also watching you play. One thing we have to watch out for is making distracting faces when we play. We don't want to be completely expressionless, but we also don't want to have weird faces that distract from the music. We hope that you enjoyed this lighthearted list of things that make classical pianists unique individuals and fully acknowledge that as a classical pianist, I resemble many of the things on this list.
Help her know which ones.
Yeah, tell me which ones you've seen me do in the comments below. I really want to know what you think. We appreciate it. Don't forget to
please like and subscribe to our YouTube.
Thanks for letting us steal your screens for a while.
stay rogue.